Hey everybody, Sue here from She Sells. So I sold it $107 and some change with shipping. This is that Korean Air set that I bought for $5 at the church sale in one of my previous videos. I did get an offer for I think $60, then $75. I came back with $90 and they didn't accept it. And then I felt like, shoot, I maybe got a little greedy, but I really felt like it was going to sell for more. Well, a few weeks later, I got an offer for $88 plus shipping, so it was $19.43 for shipping. So I did go ahead and take that. I figure when you don't really know what the cost of something is and you get a few bids around the same price, then it's likely a decent price. So I wish I had a stable tripod to show you how I'm going to package this, but I'll just take sort of step by step. Sorry for the awkwardness of the video, but I thought you might like to see how to ship something that's pretty fragile. It's Wedgwood china, and I just want to make sure it's done really well. And we're going to use the double box method. And now that I say that, I'm not sure, I might be out of popcorn, so this may be continued tomorrow. I'll be back. So each plate, okay, it came in this original box, but I want to package it better than that. So each plate and item came in this little bubble wrapped packaging. I left it in that. I have added like a full sheet of bubble wrap and just wrapped each corner like this. Okay, so then I end up with a package like this. And now I'm going to take 2 pieces of cardboard and wrap each plate this way, just like make an ice cream sandwich. So that's the first step on the plate. Now I just wrapped up the creamer, and I just wrapped it really well in bubble wrap. It's also wrapped in this first. I'm going to use the original box, and I'm going to put the creamer in one side, and I'm going to wrap the pitcher very well. I'm going to wrap the handle separately. I'm going to fill the inside, and I'm going to wrap the lid separately. The lid's going to go in here with this, with popcorn in it. The pitcher's going to go in here, bubble wrapped, with popcorn surrounding any other space that's left. And then I'm going to send in that box, and then the teacups and the plates, again wrapped and cardboarded, together in this, not in this box, but in one box, which will go in a second box, and I'll show you as we go along. So I filled the pitcher itself with popcorn kind of tightly. I have added a little extra stability to the handle and the spout, and I'm going to cardboard around these two. It's not necessarily attractive, but I have extra cardboard around the handle, around the spout, and I don't like to use too much tape, so this is actually shrink wrapped around, just around and around it to hold it on. I'm going to put some popcorn first in this box and then set it in there. So I've taken the lid to the teapot. It's actually, they're calling it a coffee pot. And it came in this piece of cardboard, so I added the popcorn, I added the shrink wrap. I am going to bubble wrap this. Also, I've got some of this sheeting, I don't know what you call it. So I will probably wrap that, and I'll wrap this first, and then the bubble wrap on this item. So I have filled the teacup, mug, whatever you want to call it, with the popcorn. Now, I had watched a video from a professional antique person who shipped fine china and things, and he told me do not use the biodegradable peanuts for this because they crush. These have a little give to them, but not too much. And I have filled the handle with it and filled it on the top. I'm going to start my first layer with this sheeting and then go around it with bubble wrap, and then it's going to sit inside a smaller box filled with popcorn all around it. So the other thing I am doing is labeling each piece, and then when I use the shrink wrap I stop in one spot and stick a piece of tape on it and tell them to start peeling here so they're not looking all over the place to try and tear it off. Okay, so quick recap. I've got every handle, every spout, every lid packaged individually, like wrapped, reinforced. I've got popcorn in the bottom, I've got bubble wrap, there's going to be a layer of popcorn over the top, that box will go over the, the lid will go over the top. It may rest up above just a little bit so I can get a good layer of popcorn on top. Each cup has its own box. That's got popcorn in the bottom, popcorn on the sides, it's bubble wrap, the handle's reinforced, there's popcorn inside the cup. I'll have another layer of popcorn there, so when you actually shake the box, you'll hear nothing. There's no movement, absolutely no movement inside there. I've got my 2 plates, and they're bubble wrapped and cardboarded together. I mean, they're not together, but sandwiched between cardboard. And then I've got my coffee pot lid. That already came in a little cardboard cutout, so that's wrapped in the foam wrap, bubble wrap. And now I'm going to put everything in a bigger box with popcorn on the bottom, the box resting on top of the popcorn, and every air space and pocket or whatever filled in with popcorn. So I will show you, and that will be a layer on top. And so these boxes, again, inside that bigger box, you won't hear any movement. That's what you want, absolutely no movement inside there. Okay, so I finished up packing the teapot. I keep calling it the teapot. It says coffee set on the box. It's going to cost me $43 to ship it in this box, but if I cut it down 1 inch, and there's plenty of space to cut it down 1 inch inside, if I cut it down 1 inch, it's $14. So guess what I'm going to do? Cut it down 1 inch. We have to be careful with that dimensional shipping, and when you get into double boxing things, you are going to use a bit of a bigger box, but I've got plenty of room to cut it down 1 inch, so I might as well save $24. So see what you can do with that. And let me know if you have any questions. I'm not an expert on shipping by any means, but I'm just wanting to give you an idea of how to pack something carefully. The biggest thing is that there's no movement in the box. And hope everybody's having a good week. We'll talk to you soon.